everybody. Welcome to a brand new MMA Roasted podcast. We are at Pluto TV. We got an all-star squad here. We got Yves Edwards, the Thug Jitsu MMA vet. Now you're at Fox Sports, and you got a TV show coming out. Killing it. Fucking killing the game. We got Renato Laranja.
You saved the best for the last one, Porra.
No, sorry about that. We also have Andrew Montañez. Andrew was a Strike Force vet. What else were you in?
Other vets.
Brown belt in jiu-jitsu. And
big deal.
Yeah.
Also Nassau Community College.
Yes.
Oh, Nassau.
And you got Al Iaquinta into MMA.
Yeah.
You did.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I was such a good homie. Yeah.
I like his style.
When I started, he was a couple years younger, and we just.
Nice.
But now he's old. He's a couple years older. Well,
Right.
I understand.
And Renato Laranja, how are you, man?
Listen. Hey. Oh, you mean Renato? Who am I though?
You are a 27-time
Yeah.
world champion. You've beaten everybody.
Okay, who's who of that?
You had a draw with Marcelo Garcia, according to
I
you.
don't know about a draw.
Yes.
But yeah, we don't talk about that.
Right,
They
right.
locked the door, and what happened.
It was like Rocky 3 at the end.
It was more like hockey, the one Hockey Balboa, the Hebrew, the last one.
Yeah. Oh, got it. And I want to thank our sponsor, Blue Apron.
Oh.
The #1 fresh ingredient and the recipe delivery service in the country. Their mission is to make incredible home cooking accessible to everybody. And they achieve
Home
this
cooks accessing?
by supporting a more sustainable food system, setting the highest standards for ingredients, and building a community of home chefs. Listen, they've established partnerships with over 150 local farms, fisheries, and ranchers across the U.S., and as a result, their seafood is sourced sustainably under standards developed in partnership with the Monterey Bay Aquarium Seafood Watch. Because Blue Apron ships the exact amount of each ingredient required for a recipe, they're reducing food waste. Cooking together builds strong family bonds, and research shows that Blue Apron families cook nearly 3 times more often. Those who spend a lot at restaurants or high-end grocery chains can now spend under $10 per person. Me and my wife, we have Blue Apron night. It's the most delicious food.
Which night is that?
Whenever it comes, we have Blue Apron night, and it's great that we have sex afterwards. It's a great night. Yes, because Blue Apron is affordable.
First.
Yeah, don't eat too much.
Build up the appetite.
Just don't eat some Indian food before. That's the worst one.
Or Mexican
Sushi is
food.
the easy one.
Yes.
Or salads and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then, but the worst on the other side, Indian food, you better forget about it.
It's like it's a chain. It's
Yeah.
a spectrum.
You don't want to have that. You're gonna be on your side.
So it's affordable. They got variety. It's flexible, easy, and guaranteed. Check out this week's menu.
That's like me.
And get your first 3 meals free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/MMA roast. You'll love how good it feels, how good it tastes, and be able to create incredible home cooked meals with Blue Apron. Don't wait. That's blueapron.com/MMA roast. Blue Apron, a better way to
I'm
cook.
watching Adam read this. I'm like, what's on your paper?
Yeah.
So anyway, I just got back from China yesterday. I had one of the most amazing trips of my life. Let me tell you about China. So.
Oh, you're gonna take the mic out for this one.
Yes. So I thought.
Lucky us.
So the booker tells me, this guy Barney, great guy, became a really good friend of mine. Barney says, "Hey, listen,
Booker Chief.
you're gonna arrive to China on the 24th, right?" So I figure I leave the 24th, right?
Yeah.
So the 23rd, I'm supposed to do a podcast in San Diego with Justine Kish. That's the girl.
Who shit herself.
Who shit herself.
Okay,
My wife is like, make sure you actually
Justine
put.
Kish?
Yeah. My wife's like, make sure you put padding in like the car.
Oh, I like that. She got a sense of humor.
So I'm supposed to do him and Jesse Taylor, right? I'm supposed to go to San Diego, come back, next morning I'm flying to China. I'm like, you know what? I'm in the shower, it's 8 in the morning. Let me just check the flight itinerary. Something feels a little weird. I'm supposed to leave in 3 hours for China. I'm like, shit. So I call Sean from American Icon Autographs. I'm
no.
like, dude, I got to go to China.
He was upset.
He was, but he understood. But I was like, I was supposed to drive Justine down. So now,
To China?
no, to San Diego. So then,
You're gonna take a hickshaw.
so then I hop on a flight,
Hong
right?
Kong Fooey over here.
So I hop on a
Fucking guy.
So I hop on a flight, right? I fly 12 hours.
You made that flight?
I made
3
it.
hours?
I fucking made it, right?
Wait, that's a story in itself.
Wait, you had to leave the flight take off in 3 hours?
Take
Or
off
you had
in-
to be at the airport with 2 hours to spare.
The flight took off in 3 hours. Flight was at
Oh,
11:30.
that's cutting close,
I woke
man.
up at 8:30. I'm like, fuck, I gotta be in China. So I actually text Justine. I'm like, hey, I'm supposed to be in China today. She's like, how did you forget about China? I'm like, I didn't forget. I thought I was leaving the next day. So then I fly
I
to.
do shit like that. Oh my
I
God.
fly.
No podcast?
No podcast. Fuck. So
Wow.
I fly to Beijing.
You
right?
could outsource that shit to China.
So I fly.
exactly.
I fly to Beijing, and then I got to fly from Beijing to Shanghai, right? So I get in at like 11 o'clock at night, right? And then I text Barney. I'm like, hey, Barney, I'm at the airport. He goes, shit, I went to the wrong airport. I went to International. So he's like, it's going to take me an hour to get you after 4. He texts me a Chinese address, right? He goes, show this to the cab driver. So now I have $9 in my wallet because I didn't.
You heard he said account.
I didn't take.
I had $9 in my account. I just came from Beijing.
I come
Hey, King.
So I go to the ATM machine, right? I go to the ATM and like. It says you can take out money, but I don't know. But the lowest you can take out is 200 RMBs. I don't know
What the fuck is HMBs?
RMB, right? So I don't know what the fuck RMB. So I don't know if that's right. I don't know if it's $4 or fucking 20,000 American. I have no idea what the conversion rate is.
Take it all out.
So I took out like 400 RMBs, right? So then I go buy a Starbucks. It was like
they have Starbucks.
Yeah, it was like 60 RMB. So I figured out, okay, this is like anyway. So then I go to the cab driver. I show him the Chinese lettering, right? He fucking drives me to like the middle of a street, just drops me off, and I'm like, hey man, where are you? He's like, oh, I'm not there. Now I'm on the fucking side of the road in China. I don't know where the fuck I am. There's
a lot of Chinese restaurants, and Jewish people love that.
There was a studio that said hot yoga, right? I'm in front of a hot yoga place, right?
Hot yoga?
It said it in English?
Yeah. And I'm sitting there like I'm sitting there on the side of the road like my dad's like, don't go on this trip. You know, everyone's telling me that we're gonna fucking get into a war with North Korea. I'm gonna be stuck. They don't want to hear my comedy in China. At this point, I'm on the side of the road.
Told you
Your
that?
dad is not encouraging.
Yeah, my dad's like,
Dad said nobody want to hear you comedy.
yeah. My dad's like, you're gonna get fucking kidnapped. I'm like, meanwhile, that'll be the best thing for my career.
How did he say it in his accent?
He's like, got him. They don't want to hear a fucking Jew in China right now. You know, like kind of the thing. So then it was one of those things. So I don't think he did exactly that. So now I'm on the side of the road with my luggage in China, and some 15-year-old girl comes up to me and she goes, "How can I help you?" I'm like, that was so sweet, you know. Like she asked how she could help me.
Wait, how was her voice?
She's like, "How can I help you?"
You did China like that?
So then,
how you did that dirty. How can I help you?
So I'm like Barney.
That's awful.
So I'm like, Barney, man. So the Barney then's like, he goes, listen, I'm gonna send a comic to meet you. He's like, he's gonna be
Chinese comic.
I know a guy named Ian. He goes, he's gonna be on a scooter, right? Because everyone has scooters there. So this fucking guy pulls up on a scooter. He's like, Adam. I'm like, great.
A white gentleman.
With your luggage?
Yeah. So then he.
Oh no, a white man.
Yeah. So then he takes me to the Motel 6 that I'm staying at, right?
Hey, wait. Are you sure you was in China?
Yeah.
Because you don't know where you at.
They put me at a Motel 6 in China.
They have such a thing.
Yeah, but it makes the
Motel 6, hot yoga, Starbucks.
But it makes the Motel 6s in the U.S. look like the Hilton. That's how bad like these Motel 6s are not like
a Fleabag motel.
Yeah, for the one night. Because then Barney shows
they
up.
Smoke cigarette in there.
Yeah, they everywhere. The air is awful in China. Everyone has surgeon masks. You think they're all doctors, right? They're walking around and you could smoke anywhere. They encourage smoking, right?
Oh shit, because they want to kill. They got too many fucking people there.
What?
No, they'll kill you. They'll shoot, put a bullet in the back of your fucking head.
No, they'll send you home if you have marijuana. So what happened was.
But they beat you with a bamboo stick.
No,
that's Singapore.
So then Barney shows up and he's like, "Hey, listen, we have a 6-hour train ride tomorrow, right? To the gig, right?
I hope they paid you correct.
We're leaving in 4 hours, right? So
they sound like a fucking nightmare.
No, so I get on the in the morning. I get on the train. The first comic I meet, he goes, "Hey, Ty Rivera, who's this gay comic, just so you know, he wanted hand jobs before each act. So I'm going to offer you a hand job." He was like, that was his joke. But it was I was like, that was kind of funny. He happened to be a cool guy. He's kind of curt. And then this other guy goes,
sounds cool.
This other comic is like, "Hey, you want an edible?" I'm like, no thanks,
the
man.
Last thing I want is in China, when I'm lost in fucking China.
This guy
you would.
This guy takes an edible and he starts walking around the train. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm making a movie in my head," right? So the comic, right? So then he's walking around the train. We get to the gig. Then in like Fuzhou,
that's what
they never had. They never had comedy.
Fuzhou,
it's in China, 6 hours away. They never had American comedy there before, right? Oh. So I go on and I'm telling the jokes, and
they still to this day never had American comedy.
80% of the people didn't speak English, right? So they start translating the jokes to each other.
That's awesome.
I had a translator.
So then they were laughing, and then I explained to them why the joke was funny, and they would all laugh. I'd be like, I was in New York, it was the Gay Pride Parade and the Puerto Rican Day Parade on the same day. Ricky Martin walked 127 miles, right? Silence. I go, because he's gay and Puerto Rican. Then they all start laughing. They all.
Oh my God.
So meanwhile, at the end of the show, they all lined up. They were like, oh, thank you. They all wanted pictures. A lot of people took cameras. Then they were like,
Chinese.
Somebody hit me up. They were like, thank you for showing us what free speech is.
Well, what does their comedy sound like? Did you get any taste
Their
of it?
comedy's no, but they told me it's like Laurel and Hardy. It's very back then it's like sketches.
Wow.
And then they
like they have a puppet show,
yeah.
fighting each other.
And the thing is, they don't call it stand-up comedy there. They call it American talk show.
Are you
because
kidding me?
No, I swear, because you're talking and it's a show, so they call it talk show. Because the only comedy they know is from monologues on talk shows, so they call it talk show.
But you do that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, they go. We love your talk show. We love your talk show, right? So that was the next.
Yes, right?
Then the next day was in Shanghai, right? Shanghai was mostly American. It was not Americans, but they call them expats.
Yeah, I know the saying. Okay.
So it was mostly expats. So that show went great.
Expatriate. You don't know? You never heard of that?
So afterwards, right? The show went great, and this black guy came up to me afterwards, and he was in the NBA out there. So I'm like, he's like, yo, I loved your comedy. It was so funny. I go, oh, what's your name? I'll tag you. He's like, LaFonso Ellis Jr. I go, wait. Your father was LaFon. I go, you're LaFonso Ellis? He goes, no, that's my dad. So he was the nicest guy. You know who's the biggest star out there now? Marbury. Marbury is
he's the Jordan up there. Yeah.
Fucking, they love him out there.
He was smart. He just went out there and just said, fuck it.
And
he's the man.
Sold shoes and
He's the man out there. He's the MVP every year.
Yeah.
He's killing it.
He's killing it out there.
Yeah.
So LaFonso Ellis is so Ellis Jr. is like, hey, I'm booking a tour out here. I'd love to book you with R. Kelly. So
are you for him?
I swear, him and his brother are bringing R. Kelly out there. So
and you're gonna come back with fucking.
I think I might be.
Bring your own Hanach with H. Kelly, and you have Chinese women and PP. Me Chinese, me PP. What is it? What is the thing? They're gonna do all that. That's why H. Kelly's probably go.
Dude, so I went out there.
We play joke. That's what it was. Me Chinese, me play joke. I put I piss in your coke there.
Dude, so I went out there, right? And then I go to the after party with these guys, right? To this club. The club is insane. Great club. So I'll tell you, there was a girl from South Africa. I started talking to her. She's like,
oh, did she have that deep accent?
First thing she said to me, she's like, you got married too early. That was her opening line. I was like,
know what she wanted.
Well, she said,
She wanted Hebrew National.
I go, do you like it out here? She's like, oh, it's so hard to get laid out here.
Does she look good?
Look good. Women never say that to you. But I'll tell you why.
That's why you don't get married.
This is why they said, because all the men, black men, white men, American, they all go for Chinese girls. So if you're a white girl or a black girl in China,
you're fucked.
You're fucked.
Oh, you're not fucked.
You're not fucked.
That seems counterintuitive because they're everywhere.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But hey, fuck it.
So yeah,
that's what they do.
So that was that.
I would take if she's fine. I don't care if I'm in Africa, Jamaica, China, whatever. If she look good, that's it.
I'll tell you though, Chinese kids are out of control. You think they're disciplined. In America, you see a Chinese. No, they're running around the fucking trains. They're
hunting,
yelling around, screaming. I was waiting for a black mom to come and start beating ass. It was ridiculous.
Oh my God! I saw a black mom fucking up her kid the other day at a Starbucks. And I wanted to say something, but I knew that I was like, you know what? Don't do it because it don't never go good. But I was this kid's gonna need therapy. She was doing everything wrong. This kid, little tiny kid, he's crying and she's jerking him out of the thing. And she goes, you crying? You a girl? Are you a girl? You gonna cry? You a girl? You not a girl? You a boy? And I'm going, I could see how she's ruining this man.
Did your mom beat your ass as a kid?
I got a couple beatings, but it wasn't like that.
Not excessive, though. Yeah,
I got beatings too, but it wasn't like a psychological terror.
Oh no! I said something one time. My mom was driving away, and I said some shit, and she saw my mouth move in the mirror, and she backed the car up, and she was like, "What did you say?" Nothing. No, I saw your lips move. What did you say?
I love you,
said,
mommy.
I told her what I said, and she was like, she just held. She was like, all right. She didn't. She got me back later, but she didn't. There was no pugilism involved.
Got it. Got it.
I couldn't. We was talking earlier. I couldn't get away with shit. My pops. You're gonna be hung no matter what you say.
Yeah.
Like I said, because earlier he was talking about Andrew. He was in the same home, and he said he. You know, like he said, if you did that with my dad, you say, he go, who the fuck is he? You go, I'm your father. And then you say, okay, daddy. And then he, what? You know what I mean? Like what I was saying. He's like Ike Turner.
There's no way.
You go, I'm just trying to help, Ike. And then he go, you trying to help, Ike. And he smacked the shit out of you. My lips would be buzzing from
that. And little kids can shit anywhere. Like in China, like, the kids don't wear underwear, like 4 and under.
Wait, you like that
so
segue?
They walk.
Yes, so that, but kids can shit.
No, they can walk around the street shitting on the floor. Like,
that's distasteful to me.
Yeah, I wrote a joke. I saw a dog pick up kid shit. That's how it was. But dogs,
Can you deal with the smell of human feces?
It's worse.
It smells the worst.
Oh, and they want you to pollute there because there's not enough jobs. So they go, if you have trash, put it anywhere. Because they need people to actually have the jobs of cleaning up trash.
Do you want to trust your cookies every time? I just the thought of a human feces.
Oh, it's crazy.
Smelling the human feces everywhere you walk.
And the dogs on the street are like the most disciplined stray dogs. Like you'll see dogs like just that aren't belong to people, like following traffic signs, like on red lights.
Know if they get out of line, them shit's gonna end up, in the fucking
dinner.
egg foo young.
Like you'll see a dog at like the bus stop. And it's funny is like they love American T-shirts, but they don't know what the fuck they're saying on the T-shirts. And you know how you know how like when you're young, you say like, oh, the losing shirts go to Africa.
Yeah,
sure.
They don't. They stay in China. So you saw like Cavs 2017 championships.
Oh shit!
And then you saw like
that.
Hillary Clinton's my president.
See,
like,
I wish you would have got some of those shirts. I would like to get my hands on some of those. That would be fun to wear that.
And then some of them say like I'm a slut, but they have no idea what they're saying. It's just they say the craziest shit you've ever seen. So then I like watched a fight at like noon, and then I gave my comedy course right to the.
School?
That was awesome. Like I told them like what
You taught a comedy course.
I did, and the thing I said, I prefaced it by saying there's no rules to comedy. The only rule is really be funny. And if you look at comics like Seinfeld and Carrot Top and whoever,
they know who that people is.
Yeah, they're all super successful, but they all have different.
They love their talk shows.
They all have very different. But here's what I've learned. But here's what I've learned. Right. Some of the comics, there was this little Japanese comic, this little Chinese comic. She was like 50 pounds. I mean, she must have been like 100 pounds, but she was the dirtiest. She talked about anal sex. It was the funniest shit. She was hilarious.
And she was American Chinese or
Chinese? She was Chinese.
But so how did she get into that? Because I thought you said that they had like free speech.
No, you can. They have.
So
like,
she was really ahead of her time.
Way ahead of her time and hilarious. Like
and
she knew jokes. Yo, she was
she did it, but how did you understand what the fuck she was saying?
Because she spoke English.
In her comedy routine, in a club where everybody speaks Chinese.
Everyone speaks English. They have a separate Chinese comedy show, but she was doing it in English. She teaches English as a job, and she was hilarious. So it was actually, but it was funny because I was like giving them notes, and one of my notes was don't fuck the waitstaff because a lot of times you fuck a waitress, and then she dates the manager of the club, and then you can't go back there. I know firsthand, right?
Shit, where you eat, poor honey.
So she actually drew out all the notes I gave it to her. Like she kind of like, it was like a map almost. And then someone's like, you forgot to put don't fuck the waitstaff. And then she writes back, I don't know what waitstaff is or how to fuck it. So this girl was hysterical. So that was that. That was really cool. And then the next night I did comedy at a jazz club. It was one of those things where they said, don't, you know how this guy's like, hey, like 4 of my comics canceled because there's this other thing. I'm like, don't worry, I got you, right? Of course, it's always like when you try to do something good, it always bites you in the ass because these people did not know that they were going to see comedy. They didn't want to see comedy.
They want to see jazz.
There were these 2 Asian girls in the front, right? And they were not laughing at anything. So I was like, I'm sure it's hard, I'm speaking English and you're from China. And they just went like this. I go Japan. And they said, I go Korean. They're like, we're from San Francisco, you fucking asshole.
For here?
Yeah. So like that was...
And they're like, and you're still not funny, asshole.
Yeah, that was that. And then they recorded some of my thing, and they go, can we use for our podcast? I was like, absolutely fucking not. I don't need that. But then the next night...
They have a podcast?
Yeah, they have a podcast.
Who are they? I would like to find out.
I don't know.
Do they look good or not?
Yeah, of course. So the
I'll
next
vouch you that one.
the next night we go to Wuhan, right? We do
Wuhan.
The Wuhan clan.
So we take another.
What the hell is that?
So we go to Wuhan. They never
What
had.
is that Wuhan?
It's this really
It's a state, huh?
nice
City.
in China.
Wuhan.
So we go there, and they never had comedy there before, right? But they don't really know what comedy is.
They don't have laughs. It's illegal.
So
Yeah.
they
It's like head movement in Glendale.
they thought it was like a rock show, right? There was 30 people there, and they had a smoke machine go off, right? Because they thought that
I
was
saw that on your
so.
video.
But during the other comic
I did
sets,
see that.
they were preparing they wanted to go up before I like went up. So and the other comics were on stage, and halfway through a joke, fucking smoke starts flying everywhere. And they start like coughing and shit. So and then the background, they thought it was like a digital background. They kept changing it. So it was like one minute it was Adam Hunter, and then the next minute it was like dogs, and the next minute it was just lights. So between that and the smoke machine, I was fucking crying laughing, right? So then I go there.
Please tell me you got some.
I got it on stage. Yeah. So then I like go there and I'm telling jokes, and I would say out of the 30 people, 27 don't speak English, except for this Japanese girl who's translating the jokes from English to Chinese.
Just yelling it out.
To all her friends, and then she's live streaming it to 80,000 people because people make money live streaming stuff. People give you money, like you could like kind of like yeah. So that's
like a fun like here.
yeah, but like they don't even ask for money. People just go, oh, I like what you're doing, so they can make like whatever.
Why they don't do that with me out here?
They should, right?
Hey, Uncle Hannah.
Wait, is that a Chinese app or something?
Yeah, so then I go back to my hotel. There's dogs everywhere at the hotel, like running around the floor. So that was it.
I might like that though. I like doggies.
Then the next night I was in Xi'an. I get there. This Chinese girl's very pretty. First thing says to me, she goes, "You look so much better in person." I was like,
You know what though? Sometimes you take that as a negative.
Yeah.
You know? But wouldn't you should have it that way than the other way?
"Yeah, no, that was great." And like the crowd was.
I mean, that just mean, hey, you look great. You know, like, and your pictures don't do your job.
No, I thought it was nice. Then like the crowd, but it was one of those things like Chinese people, they love crowd work. They love crowd work. If a joke doesn't work, they love you fucking with them. But they like that like. It was funny, like, there's one chick in the crowd. I'm like, oh, I would totally bang you. And everyone started clapping. Like,
They just move on to the next.
They love sexual harassment in China.
Other rest of the joke.
so the next night, it was mostly like South Africans in the crowd. And then afterwards, we were hanging out, me and the South Africans, and then some guy from Saudi Arabia. Now, when I went to Saudi Arabia, they took us to this place called Chop Chop Square, where they chop people's heads off, or if you get stealing.
Watch that shit?
No, because they didn't.
I wouldn't do that.
They didn't have
I
it
don't
going
watch
on when I was there, but I wasn't sure if that was real. If you get caught
People,
stealing,
you get no. They cut your hand.
They cut your hand off
off.
for stealing. They
Your
cut
hand
your
off.
head
do
off
that
for
in public, and then if you like cheated on you, if you were a girl and you cheated on your fucking dude or whatever, they're gonna either chop your head off or stone you to death.
so I didn't know if
front
that.
of people. Like,
I didn't know if
that's
that was real.
Huh?
It's a
Still to
club.
this
Yeah.
fucking day.
But I didn't know if that was.
dead.
But
I don't know if it's a club.
No, they.
I'm not interested in that shit.
No, they told us that when I was there for the military, but I was sitting with some guy afterwards. We were all hanging out
Yeah.
from Saudi Arabia, and I'm like, hey, is that really? He goes, yeah, my dad used to take me when I was a kid. That like to say, don't steal because this is what's going to happen.
No, that's fucking crazy stuff.
And then there were these guys from Africa who were telling us how the U.S. really fucked up because we only invade countries when we have our own interest in there. And
No shit.
And
I
they
mean,
were.
That's the way it goes in life, you know.
Yeah, like you only hit on a chick you want to fuck. So, but they were saying that they were saying like with Libya, like that we never should have took out Gaddafi because he gave everyone health care.
Well, he's hype about sometimes it depends. I don't know the ins and out of that, but it's kind of like sometimes you might have a certain kind of past that get hit of another one that's worse, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you have a garden or some shit, or in your house you have like a certain spiders, but they're not gonna fuck you up, but they fuck up the thing that's fucking up your house or something. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah.
the destabilization, man.
So there's certain stuffs where they say that they never should have got hit of Hussein, but to be honest, I only know what I'm seeing on there.
Yeah.
I don't know which part is healed or not. I don't know.
So then the next day I went to Mongolia, right? I was the second American comic ever in Mongolia. I get off the flight, people have my like signs, Adam Hunter. I get there, there's a huge sign like
In fucking Mongolia.
dude, I'm famous in Mongolia more than in LA. But it was one of those, dude.
Even more than here?
Yes, Mongolia has the most beautiful women because they were saying that Genghis Khan, not Genghis, they call him Chenghis.
That man's name is Genghis.
They
They
said
tried to make
Chenghis.
him Chinese
So-
by saying Changi.
They said that back in the day, he kicked out all the ugly women.
That's smart.
So now it was like the most beautiful women.
You saw some
yeah,
beautiful
oh,
ones?
and they all have British accents.
No.
So it's like hot on hot.
No, for real?
Yeah.
And don't they have like mixed, like half Russian, half...
Yeah. Yeah, so they all came to the show. The show was amazing. It was funny because like this one woman, her son's a comic, and she's like ex-parliament, and
She was in the group parliament?
no, she was not in the group parliament. She's in the parliament.
She's an
and-
ex-par.
and she was like a human rights activist. Of course, she's the one that I'm like, so how do you like it in the face? Like she's in the crowd. I'm like fucking with her, but then she writes like, I loved your show. It was so funny.
She could have some fun.
It was crazy. But they said that in Mongolia, like back in the day, if you killed someone, a leader, and you respected him, then you would name your son after him. Okay. So like your son would be
And Yves Edwards.
yeah, like Vinny Laranja.
Interesting.
So like
I like it.
Obama would be like Osama Obama, you know.
Oh,
Like,
my goodness.
so they were saying.
Yeah, that's an interesting customs.
So then we went out.
You killed the whole spot too. You want to name all you kids Chinese now.
So then it was like, and then I went to where Genghis Khan found like the lasso.
Don't just because you've been to Mongolia, don't start saying it like that. It's fucking Genghis Khan. You know when you see a guy that think he know everything, and it say the fucking Mexican stuff like with an accent.
Yeah.
But
It's a fucking Genghis
But
Khan.
half the country is like nomads. So like legitimate nomads. They have like sheep and cows, and the other half. Meanwhile, the Mongols were the nicest. They were such sweet guys.
The gang?
I sat down with like the 7 Mongols of comedy, the 7 comedians. They're
They
Mongols.
have such a thing. The
Yeah.
7 Mongols. Did you like break bread and talk about?
I did.
Like,
I gave them a comedy. I told them everything I know about comedy.
Did you show them your style?
I did.
Did you break up the territories and like in Godfather or whatever?
So I hung out with the.
Adam Hunter will take the north side of Mongolia.
I hung out with the Mongols of comedy. Yeah. And then I came back. I had a show in Beijing. Of course, there was this hot Asian girl with some dude, and I'm like, oh, you got your green card, whatever. And I was like, what do you do for a job? And she's like, I work for American Express. I'm like, oh, so you spend his money?
Oh.
And that destroyed. Beijing is like what basically like it's all super like liberal singers. Artists, and Shanghai seems to be like Silicon Valley, like
Okay.
businesses.
Now, is this a place you could spend some time? Like you don't mind? I know people who are there. They're like, ugh, China. Like you enjoy.
Oh, I loved it. They were so nice to me. And the
Interesting.
comics were super cool.
I
The
gotta-
Mongolians were the nicest. I mean, they were just.
Now, how was the food? I mean, you must have had some good food. No?
Food was
Like
great.
some good Mongolian barbecue.
Food was great until I got
Did they have
diarrhea. towards-
Mongolian beef?
No,
Like-
Mongolian barbecue is not from Mongolia.
Where is it from?
Not Mongolia. that's
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
The Mongols told me that
They told you a lot of shit. I'm
that
sure.
Mongolian
'Cause They
barbecue
didn't want you to have not eat up all that one.
is not from
They go.
Mongolia.
You could have some egg drop soup, porra.
And then my last
You're
show
fucking-
was in Ningbo.
that?
Ningbo, China, and
I
that
never
was-
heard of that.
Yeah, that was awesome. So that was my trip. That was a
Wow.
great.
Now I saw one where you was on a fucking camel.
Yeah, that was in Mongolia.
You look like Genghis Cohen.
That was Mongolia.
He's going, yeah.
Yeah,
That was Mongolia.
They dressed you up like a clown.
It was awesome. It was amazing.
How'd you get from China to Mongolia? You flew?
He flew, yeah.
How did
Yeah.
that camel smell?
It had camel toe. That was that. No, it was. It smelled great. I mean, look, it was probably the most eye-opening, fun. Like it was cool. I had a really good time there. I did. It was so much fun. I wish my wife was with me. That was the only thing.
I wish my wife wasn't with me if I go there.
Oh, you would love it there. You
Yeah?
would kill out there.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
they would love you.
I gotta
They
get
actually
out
knew
there.
you. The guy Barney who he's a purple belt. He's a comic, and I told him that you were on the podcast. He's like, Renato Laranja.
Yeah, everywhere you go, it's gonna be that. You know.
So how
You should go teach some jujitsu over
I
there.
would love to. I'm gonna make that shit happen.
Teaching in Pennsylvania.
I did in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. What a fucking spot that was. Wow. And then another fucking beautiful place, Brunswick, New Jersey, where I went to Gary Chonin. These beautiful places in America. But yeah,
Gary wasn't there though. 'Cause
he was there.
He was.
He was there.
He had his match this past weekend.
Yeah, but this was after he had beat Danis, and then came back then I did. He came back for my seminar. No, he probably came. I don't know what the fuck he came back for, but he was there, and so was fucking what's his name showed up late, but Gordon Hyan or whatever.
I was actually in Shanghai
don't worry about it.
when Ben Askren.
Shanghai surprise.
Ben Askren was. Because I had a show that night, but Askren was fighting in Shanghai.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just Shanghai'd my story, you fucking...
Where were you going with it?
I don't know. I don't remember.
But Askren says that he has one more fight. Askren saying he's fighting Aoki and then retiring.
Aoki?
Yeah.
How much smaller is the fucking Aoki?
A lot.
How old is Aoki now?
He's a lot
I'm
smaller.
sorry. Aoki should not do that. Sorry.
You know why Askren's gonna...
He's coming off a loss, and they're giving him a title fight against Askren, too.
That's throwing him to the dog.
Yeah. He won his previous 9.
Who cares?
Guess not.
Anybody else?
If you Aoki, you trying to fight Ben Askren?
It's a mismatch.
It's a terrible fight.
Anybody else disappointed that we didn't see him in the UFC if this is his last fight?
I am disappointed, but at the same time I'm happy for him because he made money.
Yeah.
Lamborghini?
He never got
You
hurt.
have a Lamborghini?
I heard he didn't get that.
Oh, I thought they bonused
No, I heard he didn't get the Lamborghini. But he made it like over 100,000 a fight. He never got hurt. He was undefeated. It's sort
He
of like,
never fought the best. He never fought you, Uncle Hanach.
yeah.
And you know that out there, Ben Askren. I know you're listening right now.
I do wonder how he would have done against Damian Maya or some of those guys. Yeah.
He would have done great. He was good. I mean, he just, you know what? Dana White just didn't like him.
Yeah.
And he was never going to make it to the UFC just because of that.
Or he would have made it for 20,000 and 20 and 20. And why do that?
Yeah.
Make 100 and 100.
You're going to get more fame in the UFC, but you're not going to make no money.
By the way, what do you think of the McGregor fight?
You haven't touched on that yet?
No.
I mean, I'm kind of sick of talking about it, but everybody, I'm kind of got, you want to talk about it? I don't know.
Real quick, I was super impressed with McGregor. I did not think he was going to do as well as he did. At the same time, I do wonder if Mayweather really did bet on the round and was sort of carrying him the first 4. But
I mean, look, Mayweather always take a while. He don't just go guns a blazing. In fact, he took more chances in that fucking fight than I probably ever seen him take in his entire life. So I was impressed with Mayweather because he always frustrated me when he's fucking grabbing the whole time. So he didn't do a lot of that, and I enjoyed that. And he was slugging. You know, when he let it go, he started letting it go in a way that I haven't seen Mayweather do in
a long time.
I don't know how fucking long. Yeah. Maybe ever. You know what I'm saying? Like throwing, just
Diego Corrales.
yeah, that was
that's a long. But how many?
But that was a long time ago, though.
God has his soul. Yeah, he's dead now, huh?
Yeah, he was one of my favorite fighters.
He was fun. He was exciting. But McGregor, porra caralho. You know, like a lot of people is like, yeah, look, see, that's what happened to you. This guy was in there and he looked like a professional in his first fucking pro fight with all that hype and all that shit going on. He as far as I'm concerned, he came out looking very good.
That 9th round when he hit him with that body shot, I don't know if it was low or not, but if it wasn't low, they really kind of. I feel like
I don't feel like it was low, but I don't think that's why he lost the fight. Look. I mean, he gassed out.
Yeah. But I wonder if he could have actually capitalized on that.
Until he gassed, he looked sharp. That jab, he's long with that jab, and he was light on his feet. It looked nice to me.
Yeah.
And he caught him with that crazy uppercut and all that shit.
Yeah, it was nice to see him slip punches.
Yeah.
Slip that level punches. You know
And
what
also
I mean?
to be
and counter.
Even when he was in danger at some little points, like when he would get, the first times Mayweather caught him, he didn't panic about nothing. He just looked kind of like, you know what I mean? Like he was in. He looked like
he knew he was in a
fight.
fight.
You didn't think the fight would stop too early?
Maybe
I
just
think
a little.
a little bit.
Yeah, but look, it was the way.
But it was going that way.
The way it was going, but
it wasn't like Michael Chiesa, Kevin Lee stopped early.
No,
But
you need to. I feel like give the guy a fucking chance. What was the host? No standing 8 count.
No, this is standing 8.
So
that's always a referee's discretion.
Yeah, but it's like to me, that didn't look like a guy who's we gotta stop this thing. He didn't even give him the old check the fucking gloves. You know what I mean? Like give him a little bit of a shot. But look, it was going the way it was going.
Take a break or no?
That was like an MMA stoppage, though. Like he just jumped in and called it.
I didn't like that, but
I didn't like it
I
either.
didn't like it. But at the same time, I'm not one of those ones that's like, if that didn't happen, McGregor had that.
Yeah.
No.
No.
But I feel like both guys came out a winner because Mayweather, well, of course, forget about the money. The money is whatever it is.
Because Conor McGregor came out with some Irish whiskey.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a winner for
That's
him.
true.
All
But-
drunk at the press conference.
But you know, it's like Mayweather got to get his 50-0. He also looked more like a fucking fighter than he has in a long time because he was like, oh, he was going.
He was trading.
And we haven't seen that from him in a long time. And then also McGregor looked like a professional fucking boxer, except for,
the rabbit punch.
The habit punch. I don't know what the fuck he was doing there because they were like, this isn't MMA. I don't see that shit in MMA either. I never seen a guys clinch up and go like this. Maybe on the ground, do a little something here, but I never see a guys going.
Yeah.
But you know what I did like though? The one part that people was booing about where I was at in Jersey, these fucking guys, and I was surrounded by a bunch of Africans, like African dudes who was like very macho and trying to get. I almost got into a fight with these fucking guys. Anyway,
Worse than the dog park fight?
No, I don't even want to bring.
We can't talk about that in the podcast.
No, I don't want to bring it up because I'm trying to forget about that fight.
Okay.
Suppress it.
I get into skirmish with people sometimes, and I'm trying to work on my.
It seems like it's
temper.
never your fault though, for some reason.
Because it's my point of view that you're hearing. But
Like on the basketball
The
court.
African guys.
you know what it is? Here's how it's my fault. Those guys that I usually get into a beef with, it's their fault for being an asshole when I'm not being a fucking asshole. But it's my fault for not learning at this age to let it haul off my back, whatever the fuck is the expression. So I need to learn how to not have to, control everything. Like, this guy being an asshole, I gotta teach him a lesson.
Right.
Instead, I gotta be like, he's an asshole. He's gonna be that way. Whether I do
Assholes
whatever or not.
everywhere, and most of them stink.
This is true.
When was the last time you got into a fight, like outside of the cage or anything?
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like. There's no point.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the thing. He seemed a little more level-head also because he probably, it's been a long time since I've been in that cage. And when you have so much time, you don't get to express your violence or whatever. This guy, he squeezed the juice out.
Right.
And
Right.
for me,
Well, who was your last fight in the cage?
When it was, it wasn't even a cage. The last one was a hackerball court. I fought in Hero, it's an organization where it's bare knuckles and let you know.
They fight on a racquetball court?
Yeah, they fight Hero. You ever seen? And there's no cage. There's no, it's more. It can be in a basement or it can be in a, in a church. But anyway, enough about that. We're not here to celebrate my Vallejudo career.
Andrew, when was your last fight? 2010. No, like not professional fight, like outside.
2004.
Where in Long Island?
Bronx.
In the Bronx? Who'd you get into a fight with?
Italian part?
Yeah, it was right in the.
I never knew there was an Italian part until I had Pete Paolucci took me there, and he's little. It's nice. I don't know about all that.
It's like one nice block.
Who'd you get into a fight with?
This random dude, he kept like bumping into me and my girlfriend. I was like, dude, stop. Please. Hey, dude, can you please stop? You're like bumping into me.
And he didn't want it to
shoved
stop.
me.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing?
So what happened?
So I just like double legged him and I was like,
Did you pound him out?
that was it.
Once you slammed him, he was done.
That was it, yeah.
Guys don't like getting slammed.
They
man.
just also don't like
It
to
was
be
slippery as
engaged.
fuck, though. I remember I went for a takedown and I slipped and my pants
Whoa.
got dirty. I
Whoa.
was like, oh, this could be bad.
I almost got in a fight at the post office. I almost got in a fight at the post
Oh
office.
yeah, I think you told me.
Yeah, some guy was like, "Hurry up!" and I was like confused, and he's like, "Cause you're he's like, "You're retarded or something." I turned around, I go, "Excuse me." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I go, why are you being? You're a douche." And he goes, "Let's meet outside after this." And then I'm like, "Do I want to fight some random guy outside a fucking post office? I just got ACL surgery."
Yeah,
At
yeah.
the same time, I'm like, I really wanted to kick this guy.
Of course, you want to kill the fucking guy, but then
Yeah.
when you get some space, see, you gotta let the Hulk chew. You never feel bad that you didn't got into. I don't know. For me, I'm like, thank God I didn't fucking do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because even if you win, a lot of time you don't feel good about it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like it feels like poison. Like afterwards,
Weird energy.
yeah, it's terrible.
I got a tooth knocked out in my elevator defending my dog. I got into that was crazy.
Did I knock your tooth out?
Yeah, this guy's dog was off the leash, attacked my dog, and I got to break up a dog fight, which is like the hardest thing. And then this huge black guy runs. And I'm like, you got to control your dog, and like watching your dog get like bit is like watching your kid. To me, it was like, especially my dog's been through so much trauma in his life, and his dog was in the wrong. My dog had a treat. So then the guy's like, we go neck to neck, and then my ex was there, like nose to nose, and then my like
you. How do you do that?
Yeah, we started Frenching, and then he gave me a hickey, and then
it's like giraffe style.
Just two and you like.
And then my girl was like. My girl liked that kind of shit. My ex-girlfriend, like you could tell she was that kind of girl.
Fights or male on male,
male
neck
on
on neck,
both,
neck.
right? So then the guy, like I pushed the guy, and then the guy cracked me in the face. So then I started punching him back, but he was slipping all my punches. I'm like,
what a nightmare when somebody can fight. You know, like when you think, oh, I got this shit, and then the guy start bobbing and wheeling. Like, oh, fuck.
So then
I've never had that problem.
So then my friend Joey Vegas said, what you want to do is you want to headbutt. Your head is but is. So I started headbutting the shit out of the guy, right? He's still not going anywhere. I'm like, fuck. So then we go back into so now we're in the elevator. So now we're in the elevator. I put him in like a headlock.
The dog's in there with you?
Well, I had another little dog. He ran. I just did Runyon. My other dog ran out. His dog chased my dog. Then Miles was still there, right?
So you in an elevator lock in Mortal Kombat with the black guy and Miles.
And Miles. And
is Miles helping you?
And my ex-girlfriend. So finally...
Is your ex-girlfriend helping you?
No, nobody's helping me.
What the fuck is
so
going on
I put him
here?
in a headlock, and he's like, if you don't let go of me, I'm going to have you killed, right?
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
the dumbest shit
so
I've
then
ever heard.
the
That's
elevator...
like Cat Williams.
Let go. I'm sorry.
That's like Cat Williams. You saw when he was getting fucked up by that...
Yeah.
And he goes, little boy, let me go, little boy.
The elevator's going up and down, and the doors
You
are
know what I'm
opening.
talking
The doors are opening, and people are like, I'm not going to get in this elevator, right? So then finally...
Can you imagine like, ding? You just see Miles and this fucking bitch that he did.
So then finally, like, it gets broke. Finally, people came in the elevator and broke it up. He punches me again. So I'm like, fuck it. So
And your tooth is already gone.
Yeah. So then it was a fake tooth, right? And it was just loosened. So then I got hit by a car. So it was already a fake tooth. So then I finally,
Got knocked out when you got back up.
yeah, I finally double legged him, right? So I double leg him, and he bottoms out. So I start punching him, and then Miles starts biting up his whole leg, right?
Word. Now he's getting down.
And my dog,
I'm
like won't let go of the guy's leg. So he's like yeah, and then my ex is kicking him. So
there we go. So she had to wait till he's down. Okay,
Yeah,
I like
so-
this style. I like that.
So then, but then I was getting tired, right? So I was actually getting tired.
was gassing out?
Yeah, I was gassing out. I finally
That's
got
when
him.
you tag team your girl.
So then it got broken up.
Yeah.
So it got broken up. So he's limping. He limps away. He's limping, and he's got a huge fucking side of his head is like all black and blue. And then my girl looks at me. I got blood everywhere, and she's like, "You got fucked up." I'm like, "Thanks." Like I need to hit.
That's not the.
But she did give me a blowjob that night, and then I went to the
the
doctor.
girl did this to the guy.
No, I went to the doctor. And then I ended up going to the vet. My dog came me to the doctor, and then I came my dog to the vet. So like we got each other's backs. But after that, my girl was like, I'm getting rid of this dog like a week later, and I'm like, no. After he had my back, like I was gonna take him anyway, but I'm like, when your dog fucking fights with you, that's your dog for life.
Absolutely, yeah. Man.
So-
He bit that black guy's legs. I like that.
So,
Wow. Where the fuck did we was?
Anyways.
Oh, we were talking about McGregor. Yeah, these guys, they're fucking African guys. Yeah, the guy did basically the same shit. I saw the guy.
Oh.
There's a screen. There's about 10,000 screens in a bar because they didn't have it in the hotel. We would have bought the fucking stuffs. But you know, I'm there with a young lady, and we standing there. Rachel, you know who you are if you're out there.
Rachel?
Yeah, she's a mixed, mulach, cheeks of this nature.
Yeah.
A very sweet young lady, better than the picture, better than that. Oh my goodness.
Did you have sex with her?
I don't know about that. I never kiss and chow. I'm a gentleman.
You talk about it all the time. What are you talking about?
Never mind that, okay? I'm trying to be careful over here who I, listening to the fucking podcast, okay? He's trying to incriminate. He loves to get another guy's in trouble. So anyway, listen to that. You know who you are up there, Rachel.
So she had cheeks for days.
Maybe no. Let me to know, Rachel, if it's okay to show them some stuff.
All right.
Anyway, so this fucking guy, just stand height in front of me, like to the fucking TV.
Yeah.
You know, just stand. Dude, there's a crowd. Nobody's standing in front here. Just stand height in front of me. And I'm like, wow, I hope this fucking guy move when the main event starts. And then eventually I just said to him, hey, excuse me, you mind if I watch the fight? You know, and then the guy's like, you could move over this way. You know, like you could move over this way. He thought he was like on some Jaimin Hansu or whatever. You know what I mean? He thought he was like a heel smooth looking black dude.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to punk me in front of the girl. And I just said to myself, and the anger just started to, you know what I'm saying? And then his homeboy's there. I'm here. The girl, he have about like 7 fucking dudes with him, all African booty scratcher. Okay? And then I said to myself, do I just want, the angry part of you wants to not give a fuck and just go, put him in a rear naked choke and choke him out and just take the consequence. You know what I mean? And I saw that he was friend with also the big ass bouncer.
Yeah.
Who was like maybe another African dude, and they all knew each other and they was drinking shots. And I was like, and I just couldn't get the anger away. And then I just said to myself, don't fucking do it. You know what I mean? And then I just said, you have the girl with you here. You know, you're gonna see this fight you've been waiting forever. You know, like. And so, but I had to just suck it up, you know, and it was hard, but it was a maturity for me,
Growing up.
you know, but here was how he tested me. Then at some point, I moved over and got the girl, and she could see how pissed off I was, and she put like a chair here, and we sat, like she moved into this chair, and I'm behind her like this is like a high one, and this fucking guy, you know, almost like how a bar stool have like some low stuff where you could put your feet. This fucking guy just put his foot on the
chair.
hung of the chair. You know, the bottom one there? Just like he is Captain Morgan. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
Just to, I could challenge, just to get me to go, you know?
You kept looking at it, right?
And I look at it, and it was just, I could feel the anger right now. You know, your chest, your stomach, and I just saying, man, this guy's testing me, man, this guy. And then I just say, you gotta let your fucking ego go and don't react to the fucking thing. Just let it go. And I just like start, you know, give to the girl, show him how alone he is and that he's just with male.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that it don't matter. He could put the Captain Morgan, but Captain Laranja's the one who is captain the ship. You know what I'm saying?
Right, of course.
And so I got out of there without doing any physical damage to him or to also getting to myself. So I was proud of that. Well, who's that?
No. I'm just showing everybody. I'm doing an Instagram movie, showing them how great you are.
Well, look at which part they want to see.
Your good
amazing.
side. Your good side.
You have a nice smile.
Yes. Now, speaking of awesome, fantasy football fans, the wait is nearly over. Football is back, which means FanDuel is back. Fantasy football for everyday fans. New contests starting every week, no busted seasons. Something for everybody, lots of contests to choose from, starting at just $1. Yes, just pick a contest, choose your team, and watch your score real time. I love playing FanDuel. This week I got Tom Brady. I have a feeling this is going to be Tom Brady's week.
Football's already started?
Yes. Football is, and I'm telling you.
Fucking Tom Brady. I'm sick of seeing that guy. He tired, you fucking guy.
No, he's awesome. Tom Brady's awesome.
That guy. I'm tired of this guy.
And look,
I thought he's from fucking New York, Maine.
He's from Boston, no?
No, you.
Oh, me?
You
No.
were talking about Maine or something.
No, I went to high school in Maine.
Okay.
And I love. It's awesome. It's over 2.5 million.
Fucking what's his name? Fuck that guy.
I got Tom Brady this week.
We need a black quarterback in here.
I got my FanDuel app.
Warren Moon, my brother. Or what's the other guy? Handle Cunningham.
What about
Fuck
Cam
Vick.
Newton? You can get Cam Newton.
Nah, he's talking about old school.
He think he fine.
Who Cam Newton?
But fuck Michael Vick. I don't like that guy because I love doggies and I love animals. And Michael Vick, go fuck yourself.
But okay, well listen, it's over 2.5 million players have won cash prizes playing fantasy sports on FanDuel. Sign up today. Go to FanDuel.com, click the Join Now button, and use my code MMA Roasted. New users get free entry into the NFL Sunday Million with over $1 million in cash prizes when you make your first deposit on FanDuel. Visit FanDuel.com and sign up with promo code MMA Roasted. That's FanDuel.com, promo code MMA Roasted. Void where prohibited. So
you got a lot of energy when you came to that That one. They must be paying more than the other people.
No.
Hey, football is cha cha cha.
Cha.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no busted seasons.
No, but well,
You sound like the guy. You ever seen the movie The Harder They Come? You know, with Jimmy Cliff in there.
No.
It takes place in Jamaica, but they have a DJ who's Jamaican in there, but he's trying to sound like on some Dick Clark shit, and he's like, "Hi, how are you, Sugar Boo?" You never saw that, huh?
No, but
he's a light-skinned guy. Go watch that movie.
What's the movie?
It's a classic. The Harder They Come.
Okay. Speaking of The Harder They Come,
what a beautiful movie! It's one of my favorite movies from the '70s. It's Jimmy Cliffy, and he's there's a lot of shit going on. There's violence. There's reggae music. There's a struggle to survive. And then there's some ups and downs, and then the guys, anyway.
Well, speaking of Harder They Come, Ray Borg is fighting Demetrius Johnson this Saturday night.
How many times Demetrius Johnson gonna fight in a... Wait, what the fuck? Wait, didn't he just fought?
He fought a couple months ago.
No, I thought he just fought like last...
Wilson Hayes he beat.
It's been a few months.
Who fought Ian
Uncle Creepy? That was years ago.
Yeah.
No. Who fought last week, the last card?
The last card?
Who was the light guys who fought in the last card? Did Ian McCall fight in the last one?
No. Ian McCall's been getting sick or something. Something's wrong with him. But
AIDS?
he doesn't have AIDS, no. Demetrius Johnson is fighting Ray Borg. Big, I mean... Look, I like Ray Borg. He's been on the podcast, and but this is going to be fucking hard, man.
It's hard for any.
Demetrius Johnson is.
Who is it not hard for?
He's the greatest of all time. It seems like it. I mean, he just dominates. But
I'd say he's the greatest of all time. For the weight class.
Who's better than who's more dominant than Demetrius Johnson right now?
John Jones.
Don't even bring John Jones into the fucking. I don't want to hear about that guy no more. Due process.
Well, they're saying maybe he didn't take what they or he I don't know. I didn't know he was taking or I don't know.
I'm done making excuse for that guy. I used to be the biggest fucking John Jones fan, and when he.
McGregor's pretty good too.
I like Conor McGregor, but well-hounded.
Yeah,
skill,
but as far as Conor McGregor, he lost to Nate Diaz, and he's lost 2 fights. It seems like Demetrius Johnson, you can make a strong argument that is the greatest in his. I mean, of all time.
Yeah, it's just not fun to say it. Like it's not. No.
Yeah, but we're talking about right now. All right, greatest right now fighting. For pound.
And you're doing the same thing he did about Genghis Khan. Just say Fedor. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to give the Fyodor. You know what I mean? Oh, Fyodor. You know what you're doing? What's his name? Josh Barnett call him Theodore or whatever the fuck he's like.
Fedor?
The guguy's name is Fedor. Okay? I mean, to us. It's just like this guy's with Genghis Khan or whatever.
But they get upset with these
Genghis Khan. And then it's like when people call, how much do you hate? Think about it this way. Do you like when you're talking about Vincent van Gogh and somebody say, oh, Vincent van Gogh or whatever? You don't want to hear that.
Nobody says
that. Are you all for here?
They say Vincent van Gogh?
Yeah, because that's how you really say it. Or how about this? What's the name of the one, the fucking school? What's the one at the school that have Irishman, the
Notre
college?
Dame?
Yeah, what's it called?
Notre Dame?
Yeah, Notre Dame. You ever hear somebody call it Notre Dame? You want to go, get the fuck out of here.
All right,
Even
fine.
though that's the hype.
All right, who do you think's going to win? I think Ray Borg's going to pull the upset.
What I'm talking about,
I'm calling, Ray Borg, he's been on the podcast.
Yeah, I know, hey, Borg. Okay, you want to put your money on him?
No.
Okay,
but who do you think's going to win and how?
Like, it's amazing how everybody that's been on the podcast is always going to win.
Yeah.
Like, it's one who Adam's picking in this fight.
You're not going to bet. I wouldn't bet against Demetrius.
No, you don't.
5-round decision, I think.
You don't think he's going to stop?
Ray Borg's tough.
Ray Borg is tough.
Yeah, hey, boy, not checking anyway.
I think Cyborg's got a better shot than Ray Borg.
Cyborg?
Yeah, she's a lot bigger.
Against Demetrius Johnson?
Yeah.
She'd probably knock his ass out.
You think so?
Do you know how? Do you realize? You don't realize.
She's bigger than me.
You think Cyborg could beat DJ?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Like
That's a super fight waiting to happen.
at 145, DJ?
DJ weighs 145.
DJ can't even get up to 145.
She's like 160 of all muscle.
My friend.
Yes.
Have you ever been around her?
She's bigger than me, dude.
But you don't think you don't think that you don't think that DJ would you don't think DJ
No.
you don't think DJ would like take out Tanya Ebinger a lot faster than Cyborg could?
Maybe, but that's a different
matchups.
question.
Let me tell you something. I know that I look slender, and people say, "Hey, you vegan?" You know, they make fun. They say, "Oh, you're looking like you're skinny." I weigh about 200 pounds.
Yep.
Okay. When I hug Cyborg,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like,
Would you sleep with her?
like, would I sleep with her?
Yeah.
Not now. She have a boyfriend.
If she was single.
You know, I tell you what, her body. You might think I'm crazy, okay? When I've seen her dressed up before,
Yeah.
and like been at a function where she just. And she keep catching your eye because the ass go like this, kapow.
Yeah.
And the legs like, you know when you see those like ballroom dancer?
Yeah.
You know the competition dancers?
So you would hit that.
And those like, you know, it's would I hit it? Could be circumstance where I could hit that, yes.
Eve, you?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
man, I'm
I'm
good.
being honest.
No, you're good?
I'm good.
Andrew? What about Gabby Garcia?
Gab Garcia is going to take a lot. That would take a lot of doing there. Again, it take the circumstance.
So what circumstances would you do it?
Sometime
Like on an island, like a Lost?
sometime that is one of the circumstances. Your plane was go down in the Pacific.
Right.
You also maybe had too much caipirinha or masculine.
Now, would you be on top, or would you let her ride you?
Or what's the other one? Ether.
So would you let her ride you, or you'd be on top?
I would not let her to hide me.
on top.
If she would hide me, it's like if a Chihuahua, you know when you see a mixed breed and
Yeah.
you go, that one is Chihuahua and
Great Dane.
Hotweiler, or yeah, something like that. You always know that the male was the Chihuahua. So I'm gonna have to get on the back there, and I'm gonna have to. And it's like that one in Eddie Murphy. Start fucking. You know, Jackie Gleason.
Yeah.
And when yeah. Wait, what was the thing? You know that I know. And when I get back there, start.
So you would hit it doggy style.
I'll go like this. Wow.
So you would hit Gabby doggy style.
I would have no choice.
Well, you have a choice. She could get on top of you.
No, she's not gonna get on top. I'm not gonna hisk my. You know what it feel like when a light girl even go like that and almost bend your shit in half.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let that.
I
shit
had
happen.
that girl, but it happened before, and then like you get a black and blue, and
You
it's
know
like
what?
it looks
You
like
know who
a,
else that happened?
a leech.
Yeah, you know, if you listen to the audio commentary on Boogie Nights,
Yeah.
What's his name?
Mark Wahlberg? Yeah.
Tell a whole story about how he had to go to the emergency room because a girl did that,
Yeah.
and his dick just. He said the same thing. He had a hang around it
Yeah.
of just dark black, and his dick wouldn't work for like weeks, and he thought his dick was over.
That because Cyborg, we were talking about her a minute ago, but Ray Elby,
Yeah.
Wait, hey LB, why
that happened to him
Wait,
Yeah,
why-
yeah, yeah.
when he was in Thailand.
Yeah,
he used to
he-
fight too.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
one that
He's
had,
on
like,
Ultimate Fighter.
and he
Okay, I know
he like
his
sued
name.
the company or something, right? Didn't he sue the company?
for his dick breaking?
Yeah, for his dick breaking. Yeah. All right, Amanda
Wait.
Nunez
How you
versus
sue a company for your dick breaking?
something happened. He sued some kind of
They sent a chick to his room or something?
something happened. Yeah.
Wow.
So Amanda Nunez versus Shevchenko. That's also this weekend.
I like both those girls. I for some reason, Shevchenko.
You train with Nunez, right?
I want Amanda to win that. I think it's a tough fight. She's been doing better with her cardio, though. You know, she's been able to push it later. So, being a champ, I think she'll be able to push through 5. Close for Amanda.
Nothing would surprise me. You know what I'm saying?
Andrew.
Close fight.
Who's,
So go one way with it. What's it gonna cost you?
yeah. Nunez,
I
right?
am like that.
I got Shevchenko.
All right. Neil Magny versus Rafael Dos Anjos.
That's a great fight.
I got Dos Anjos.
I got Neil Magny based on cardio.
You know, Neil Magny is a spoiler. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yep.
He's 70, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, Neil Magny's bigger, man.
Yeah.
Bigger,
It's
longer.
bigger. Yep.
He's coming off of a brutal loss. Didn't Rafael lose his last?
Rafael, I think lost his last to what's his name?
I don't remember.
No, I think he won his last
But he's
Against who though?
against the kickboxer.
Joe Ben.
No, he fought the guy that beat Ellenberger from the. But he guy's older.
Oh, Karate Charlie.
No,
No, he remember a long
no,
time
the
ago?
guy who beat the guy who beat in Strikeforce. He beat Marquardt in Strikeforce.
Oh yeah, Safadine.
Oh,
Tarek
Safadine.
Safadine.
Yeah,
Safadine.
Tariq Safadine. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, who beat him?
RDA.
Anjos?
RDA.
yeah.
decision, right?
Why? I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
remember
Yeah, that was in
fight.
China. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't watch that one. I don't watch. I never seen the China.
So I'm picking Dos Anjos. You?
I'm not picking Dos Anjos.
Yeah, I would go Neil Magny
Neil
on that.
Magny on
Not
that.
because I don't like. I just feel like Dos Anjos. Something is going on with Dos Anjos. Like I feel like he's
He left
not the
Kings.
same.
He left Kings.
Yeah, I feel like he's not the same. I mean,
But he's gonna have Bubba in his corner though.
oh, Bubba Jenks.
Yeah.
Now you wait.
It's a good guy to have. Good wrestler.
You know, Magny is one of those guys. Every time I underestimate or I
Yeah,
go
yeah.
against, it seems like he's a spoiler, man.
Yeah.
Because he's so nice too. When you hear him talk and stuff, you feel like
Yeah,
this
he's
guy
in-
can't
he's
hurt
in the
nobody.
military.
He's such a sweet gentleman. You ever met the guy?
Jeremy
What a
Stevens
nice
versus
fucking guy.
Melendez. Gilbert Melendez
Oh,
versus Jeremy
wow.
Stevens this weekend, this Saturday.
45, right?
Yeah.
45, I think.
Gilbert made 45.
I'm picking Stevens. I don't know why.
Okay, I'm picking Gilbert only
I got Gilbert for sure.
only because I feel like Gilbert can. He's so smart as a fighter,
Yeah.
and I feel like he can. If it's a case of like who won more hounds, I feel like he has a better shot with that.
Yeah.
Now Jeremy Stevens just have that dynamite, like so. Yeah, of course he could just boom knock him out, but I feel like I give more chance to Gilbert. But who knows what the fuck?
Yeah, to see
Pressure too. That's what's gonna be the determining factor.
he puts the pressure on, but the only thing about that fight I don't like on Gil's side of the coin is he is willing to stand there and
True,
trade.
true,
And Jeremy,
true.
he's ready
True.
to chuck.
Yeah.
He loads up sometimes. You see him coming, you can get out of the way. But Gilbert ain't the guy that's going to get out of the way.
Diego, when he fought Diego,
Yeah.
caught him in that, like,
But
Yeah.
if Gilbert wanna fight smart,
Yeah, Gilbert
he
wins that
have the
fight.
tools
Yeah.
to do it, and it depends which Gilbert. It's like if Gilbert can just not
Took a long
get
time
into-
off.
I don't know, man. Fuck, I don't.
Also, Sarah
I don't know. That's
McMahon.
a tough one. That's a tough
Sarah
one.
McMahon is fighting this
Now you're
week
speaking my language.
against Ketlin Vieira, who beat Ashley Evans Smith, the girl from Brazil, undefeated girl.
I go Sarah McMahon.
She's with Team
all
Alpha
day.
Male now.
Sarah McMahon.
Yeah.
Also, because those cheeks, boy.
Yeah, she liked you.
I know she liked me, but you know what? Hinach belong. When a girl wanna take you, Uncle Hinach, I know why the cage bird sing. You understand?
She
I
wanted
can't be controlled.
She wanted a relationship with you, and you want to just hit it.
I didn't want it to just hit it once. Maybe I go back to the well and stuff, but I'm an outdoor cat. I go out, and then you leave some food for me. I came back. I let you pat me and stuff. But sometime I gotta go chase birds, and I gotta
I
I gotta
understand.
lay into the sun, squirrel.
I understand what you're saying.
But I can't be if you try to make me an indoor cat.
Yeah.
Then I'm get depressed.
I hear you. You're an outdoor cat.
Trying to declaw you.
But
Yeah,
meanwhile,
that's out.
this guy's the opposite. He goes from relationship to relationship. This guy's about to get married again.
For here?
Yeah.
Congratulations. What are you getting me?
He knows that. He knows I really like this.
I heard in the Bahamas, you give the guests the presents. That's
true?
not true? Oh,
No.
then I'm not coming.
Where'd you get that from?
You're gonna have jerk chicken or one of that one?
That's Jamaicans.
His girl's
What
hot.
you guys
Get some.
cook? Barbados.
She's Australian.
Huh?
She's
Conch.
Australian though. She's
You guys eat what?
Conch, shellfish.
not cock. Conch.
Conch.
Yeah.
Conch.
Okay, what else you eat? You just have that? You are diet?
No,
of just
we eat
conch?
everything.
He eats
Conch,
ass.
You put
grouper.
some what's that?
Fish.
Scotch bonnet peppers on there, and
Yep.
shit like that.
Yep.
Porra
Some
cara.
Scotch bonnet, some bird pepper.
All right, and before we wrap it
Ghost
up,
pepper.
Henry Cejudo is
Ghost
fighting.
pepper.
Henry Cejudo is fighting this week
Oh,
against
Cejudo, who's he
against
fighting?
Wilson Hayes.
Huh.
You gotta. I guess Henry. No,
Yeah. Got to go with Henry in that one.
And Sarah
that's a
Moore
tough one though. That's a tough
Yeah.
one.
and Sarah Moras.
She's still in the UFC.
She's fighting Ashley Evans Smith.
Ooh.
My girl Ashley, she's gonna win.
You think Ash gonna win?
Yeah.
Have you seen the ass on more?
Yeah, Moras has a nice ass.
Well, it's also huge. I didn't know you like him that big like that, like your uncle Hannah.
I like him big, but I think Ashley's.
She have a big butt.
Yeah.
I also like the body on Ashley Evans Smith. Very nice too.
Very
She-
nice.
I like the tattoo.
The tattoo on the head I don't like.
I don't
like
mind
she
that.
beat that dude.
Who?
Yeah,
Why,
oh.
what happened?
She beat Fallon Fox.
Remember
Oh, I
that?
forgot about that. Yeah, she did.
And then
This is a tough fight though. It's not a hunterweight for Ashley.
No, Sarah Moras is good, but Sarah Moras was like doing an Indiegogo campaign or a Kickstarter for her training camp. Like,
Yeah, because she broke. You know, what do you expect for her? She's supposed to live on fighting twice a year for $1,500.
not even
or whatever
that.
They pay,
She
you
fights.
know?
She fights once
Come
a
on,
year.
You know,
Also, our boy
no
Mitch
wonder.
Clark is fighting.
I'm making more money on this shit than
Mitch
you-
Clark's
than she's
fighting.
making.
You know Mitch Clark?
Yeah, why?
He's been on the podcast. Like every time he comes on the podcast and you yell at him for not having a personality. He's from Canada.
I didn't yell at him. I was trying to build him up.
Yeah.
I tried. That's another part of that fucking Jamaican movie. He go. Just play the record. I don't want to build him up now. I don't want to build them up. The Hilton Empire. You guys know that one.
He's fighting.
I just want to make my money, but I don't want to build them up.
He's fighting Alex White,
So I didn't want to build up Mitch. Okay.
and then Cajun Johnson.
Who's that kid? The Alaskan kid.
He's a rapper, right? He rap as well.
rapper. I never knew about
He's
that.
fighting Adriano Martins.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yo, so
Yeah.
it's fucking Cajun though. But what's the heck of Marcin?
I don't know.
Well, you
know.
got your fucking stuff.
I know, but I have it like I have it on my just say there's a picture. I don't have it on like internet.
Smart.
But no, on the app, UFC app, they don't even have this. Like I had to go on another site just to get. Yeah, on Wikipedia to get the thing. You can't even get it from.
Wikipedia always have the high information. One of the fucking one, it had me fighting Vinny Magalhaes. I don't put. Everybody think I'm doing. I'm a genius. I never do any of this shit.
Dude,
No,
Wikipedia.
but I've tried to change. I've tried to change my own Wikipedia page shit. It won't even. I'm the heel guy, and it won't even let me to change.
Me too. I put like my credits.
Why don't they don't respect you?
They keep taking out my credits, saying it didn't really happen.
Other asshole put, or actually I shouldn't say asshole, because they put great stuffs, and they even they fuck up Vinny at every turn. They put, if Vinny has stuffs, it says his idol. It has like stats. It says his hero is Renato Laranja. His idol. Yeah, they fuck up Vinny.
So, what? Well, we're about to end. So yeah.
Ready?
I gotta go to practice. I gotta
What
go,
timing?
I gotta be there at 1:45. It's 1:20.
Huh? It
We-
felt like we didn't even do hardly nothing.
We
yet.
did an hour.
Huh? Okay. I felt like there was more, but whatever.
You guys are fucking making me feel bad.
What are you talking about? I was here, was setting the fucking thing up for half an hour.
It's not. I'm gonna be late to practice.
Doesn't matter. I was here for plenty of fucking time.
What do you got coming up?
Your mommy.
My mom's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be late to practice. These fucking kids are gonna be. I'm gonna have 20 kids. Fucking.
What's more important, this or kids?
Do it for the fucking kids.
I don't like those kids. Those
What,
kids.
what are you doing today? You want to come to practice today?
No, I can't. I don't want.
I'm
to.
staying out of that one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna came to practice. I already did my. I did.
How
my
long does it take to
paper.
get? It takes a while. How long to get to Brentwood? I can get there in 20 minutes.
You could get there in 3 minutes.
It was right there. From here, yeah. Give me 2 seconds. That's when
It's gonna take 2 minutes.
No, it's not.
I don't care. Basically, what I'm telling you, I don't care about the kids. Are we? We're not on right now.
I had to cut this one.
No, we're not.
So I'm wasting this material.
You're wasting material.
Fuck the piece of shit.
I just want to have this one rolling.
Tell them that you can't make today. It's a Jewish holiday.
I tried, dude.
I tried. No, tell them. Just make it up. They don't know. Say it's Karavani or Kashashini.
These kids are Jewish. A lot of them.
Say it's tahini salsa.
Alright, so I got $3 before y'all leave. Pull it up. It only I don't know what my
Is this
speakers
Black
got.
History stuff?
It's some good shit. So I was working with this fucking guy, and he's he's practicing these voice drills, right?
This who?
Voice drills. This actor.
Oh, got it.
And then he goes, my buddy tells him, yeah, he's a commentator and a fight analyst. So
We're back on?
He should use. Oh, I'm not gonna do this. I'll tell you guys later.
No,
I don't want
he
to.
don't want to blow up spot.
All right. So what do you got coming up, Renato?
Oh, we at that part?
Yeah.
Why you don't save mine for later?
Okay. Andrew? What do you got coming up?
What do I have coming up? Not very much. Just chilling here.
What can people watch on Pluto
Just
TV?
make up some shit because this is depressing.
I'm fucking around.
Okay, good.
All right.
Thank God.
We're gonna Pluto TV. Check out the Fight Channel this weekend. Me and one of our comedians are gonna watch the UFC 215 live.
Mike Truesdale, right?
Mike Truesdale.
Yeah.
You'll be watching us, kind of like a fight companion.
Yeah.
That sounds like a hill treat.
It's pretty fun. We just drink beers, eat pizza.
And if I want to watch Pluto TV, how do I get it?
Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, iPhone, Android.
So anything, any
Xbox,
stuff.
PlayStation, yeah. Anywhere
Wow.
you watch a video.
watch.
And what time will our podcast air?
Ugh.
Friday.
Yeah, the people give me a hard time, like I have something to do with it. Well, how come you don't put it up? Blah, blah, blah. Like, what the fuck you want me to do
This
about
guy.
it? Yeah,
This
tell
guy.
this guy. He's busy
My
with his
birthday's
long distance.
tomorrow.
Never
My
mind your
girlfriend's
birthday.
birthday's today.
Never mind your birthday. She's leaving you. And
did
you
she
know what's
move
another
yet?
stuff?
Yeah, she moves in like 2 weeks.
You know what's another stuff? It was my birthday, August 25th, and nobody, neither you, not even my brother over here, got to me a call. a present.
I had no idea. You didn't tell anyone it was your birthday.
Huh?
You didn't tell anyone it was your birthday.
All these other people, how come my fans?
Because they live on Facebook.
The only one who care about me was my fan. Thank God for my fan, because my friends don't
I was
care
in
about
China.
me. You was in China? That's no excuse.
Yeah. I was actually traveling.
I wasn't in China, but they had he's posted videos himself on a camel. Never mind that. No.
Eve, what do you got coming up?
Okay. Okay. Hey,
Eve, what do you got coming up?
look into the eyes.
Just finished the Contenders. I don't know
What's
when
the
we're coming
contend-
back. The Contenders, Tuesday Night Contender series. Dana
Yep.
White's Tuesday Night
You
Contenders.
Snoop Doggy?
No, it's Snoop.
He was one
I
of the
do
announcers.
the real broadcast.
Oh, the
Right.
heel one where they don't go, he got knocked the fuck out or whatever.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
drink gin and smoke natural
No,
marijuana?
no, none of that
Okay.
on my side of the
Even
camera.
though you're a dreadlock bumper rock?
So do you have any seminars coming up?
I don't have any seminars coming up. I'm back on the desk next week for the fights. Lou Rockhold versus David Branch.
Ooh.
I'm going back to Texas after
To Houston.
my birthday for
To
a
help?
couple seminars in October. Set that up.
Oh, not
we're
your
setting
help.
that up. Yeah.
You would go to Houston and not and just do some seminars or not bring some water.
You got plenty of
I
water.
got plenty of water. I'm not. Like,
Houston, you hear that?
yeah, no.
This fucking guy over here.
So
Spring water, I'm
so
talking
when does
about.
your show on CBS air?
November 2nd. It's
You got a show on CBS?
It's not my show.
He has
I was
a
about
part
to
on
say,
it though.
How come they
But
give this fucking
He has a
guy-
part on it though.
But it's November 2nd. SWAT.
SWAT?
sees-
They come in with a new SWAT?
There's a new series of SWAT and
Directed
the
by-
pilot episode.
by who?
Jason Young.
Who is
I'm
that?
sorry,
One of the
Jason
guys from Peking?
No, the thing is amazing. I saw a little
Who's
bit of
Jason
it.
Young?
It's like this budget is insane.
Never mind that. You just mentioned direct, and we want to know who this guy is. That guy,
Jason Young.
What is he?
You know, he's
ever
one of the
did?
actors, right?
No, Jason. God, I can't remember Jason.
He's a Chinese
Sorry,
gentleman?
not Jason.
Forget it. Edit
I
that
worked
part
with
out.
the stunt team.
I feel you. I feel you. Well,
But-
whatever. We don't have.
But
to
you have a
talk
part
about
on
the
it though,
director.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Do you have a part, like a juicy part, or it's like the parts? What's his name?
where you gotta have a DVD player and a pause button.
Wait, no.
Dan the Wolfman.
No, I'm just blanking. Forget it. My homeboy. I can't with the fucking girlfriend. I don't know why I'm just blanking on his name in New York with the fat booty girl.
Oh, Jay Haran. Well, he has great parts. What are you talking about?
Where he get knocked out by the star.
He's 0-4 against Marvel characters.
Against the Marvel characters, always kick the shit out of this guy.
He's always like, "Come on, let's do this," and he gets beat up by Jessica Jones.
Jay
or-
Haran, I'm sorry, my brother. That's my boy too. You know, sometimes your brain just turn off.
Yeah.
Nassau.
I fuck it.
Yeah.
Now, all right.
Wait,
so
hold on. Wait. So you in that one? Okay, I'm gonna watch for that. What
Yeah,
day?
November
What day?
2nd.
November 2nd.
CBS.
Give this black guy some
love.
more parts and give him some love and watch that fucking thing.
So tomorrow night I will be in Linwood, Washington at the Cliffhanger Sports Bar and Grill. Thursday, Arlington at the Angel of the Winds Casino. Friday.
It seemed like for the past 7 years you've been promoting the one of you at the Angel of the Winds or whatever's the fucking name of that one. Is this the same gig that we've been preparing ourselves for, or you just do it every weekend? I'm being honest.
The same one. And then Friday, I'm in Zilla at the Old Warehouse. Brian Caraway's coming to that.
That's the name of the place, or it's just literally just a fucking old warehouse?
And then Saturday at Club Crow in Kashmir. And then the next week, I am at Penguins Comedy Club in Friday and Saturday in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So, what do you got coming up?
Lucky that I'm not sitting near the fucking thing. One of these days, I'm just gonna go. This shit ain't even worth it.
And Renato, what do you got coming up?
Just jump off the fucking balcony when I hear.
Are you teaching a seminar in?
I am. I got so much stuff's going on here. I can't barely keep straight here. I got. You know what? As the dates come closer, I'm gonna give you more information. But I got one coming up in Maryland. I got one coming up in Orlando. I got. Where am I not gonna be? I got people trying to bring me out to.
No, and if I own a gym and I want you to come teach a seminar, how do I make that happen?
Here's how you do it here. One of the way is you can leave comments for me on in Instagram or Twitter. You leave like on Renato_Laranja on there, or you get into the private message, stuff like that, or you go through someone who knows me, or you a lot of that kind of way. But I'm very elusive. But if you get a chance to find me and the money is high, I'm gonna came out.
That's because you think they're becoming for child support.
Well, I can't let them to know where I'm at. I'm always had to move.
You would have loved it in China because you could only have one kid.
God, I prefer if it was you can't have none of that one.
Now, Yves, if I want to book you for a seminar, how do I make that happen?
Yeah, you can reach out to me on some of the same social media outlets, Twitter, Instagram, Thug Jitsu Master.
Now, if I wanted to have Yves and Renato, could we make that happen?
Yeah, but it's going to cost double on there, and I take a piece of his purse. I take a wet bite of his action, too. So, but that's either here and also there.
Only if we fight.
And Andrew, do you teach seminars? Oh, good. I mean,
what would they? What can you offer?
They could pay you
providing that.
I had a very popular YouTube channel.
They could pay you in carbs and stuff, right? Yes, I like it. Fuck yeah.
What?
I love it. By the way, starting next week, we're gonna be sponsored by LA Speedweed.
What?
So we're gonna have.
What's that?
We're gonna have free marijuana
and speed.
Speedweed, where they
sell speed on there.
No. They
legalize speed.
No,
Obama.
They like directly deliver you marijuana and stuff.
Can they bring it right to the office?
They can bring natural medicine.
Yeah.
But you don't have to have your card.
No, well, you have to have your card. Yeah.
But I think starting next year. Starting at the new year, it is recreational.
Yeah. Well, listen, that's our
we
podcast.
Gonna fight against that now.
That's our podcast. Thank you guys so much. I gotta go coach wrestling. Take care. Bye bye.